Green Lanterns number 42, Tim Seeley writing, V. Kenneth Marion on the art. Obviously, we're still in the superhuman trafficking business, as we have been. And a lot of this is the Lanterns basically pretending to be like converts to this religion, the Order of Steed, I believe it was
the Order of the Steed.
Yeah. And I was just opening the book, and every time I open a book, I'm getting that Bendis' coming page, and I'm just kind of giggling to myself a little bit. So Order of the Steed, and they basically, Lanterns aren't allowed to go in there. It's basically religious, like holy ground. Yeah, and they're not allowed to like just bust in there without permission. It'll take time. But if you go in as religious converts wanting to be, taken to Valhalla, for the lack of a better phrase, you'll get in. So Simon and Jess do this, and I like how, Jess asked Simon, like, hey, like, is this okay with you? Because you're actually pretty religious. Whereas I've not been to church since I was a kid. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Yeah. I'll pretend whatever.
Again, Jessica becoming the most relatable Lantern by far.
Yeah. Jess is great. But no, so we have all that. We have them, her getting anxious on the ship, because they're actually traveling on a ship in like a public transport in space, and she starts feeling a bit iffy because her agoraphobia.
Confined space, lots of people.
Yeah,
they're singing, and she doesn't like what they're singing. It's all hokey.
Yeah, and we have this whole thing where again they're teasing the joke where she's about to tell him, oh, by the way, that dating app, it picked, and then they get interrupted before. Which
that dating app has totally been taken over by this, cult. Mm-hmm. So even if those were the right, I feel like this sort is going to be like they mess with results or whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I still think it's going to end up being like just a joke they'll laugh about, and it won't actually lead to romance. But it's kind of a sweet moment though, because he's holding her hand to try and help her with the the stress of the moment, because she's like freaking out.
Yeah. All that said, I love a good cult story. You throw good guys in against a cult, and I love it.
Yeah, basically they get into the planet, and they start Green Lanterning up, and all of the kidnapped heroes have got like chips in them or whatever to be mind controlled, so they're all fighting the heroes. In fact, at one point Jess is like, I'm just doing a quick little bit of brain surgery, and you can just see the green light get in this person's ear as she's taking out the chip. And I'm like, that's going to take a while, but okay. We're going to do that.
So I thought this was just like an alien word. I didn't even think about like a steed being like, a horse or something that's ridden on. I just thought, it's the Church of the Steed. Looks like it's a weird alien sounding word.
I have literally never been on a horse, and I am very familiar with the word steed to mean horse.
Yeah. Matt had a bit of a moment, that's a
moment, yeah. Brain fart.
No, I was just like, when they said Church of the Steed, it didn't click whether they're going to the Horsehead Nebula. Like, and then they did, I was like, oh,
Steed!
But just this whole guy who's basically their pope and what he's doing, and he's just grabbing at power. And this is what I wanted out of Green Lanterns. I said this last week with Howlin' Pals. They're doing space cop stuff. Like, there's a little bit of the space opera going on, but people are showing it missing all across the sectors, and so they're going to go there and recover them. And
here's the thing, I'm kind of, and again, I'm sure this will play even better if you've actually read Omega Men. But I actually think the character, what's his name, Scraps. Yeah. I was kind of digging her in this issue. I'm starting to get more of a vibe of who she is, and like her kind of like, I'm a hero, but I'm a badass vigilante hero who's going to shoot people in the face.
Shoot people in the face and then steal their money. Yeah. Because I need money.
So she's a better Jason Todd.
Basically, yeah. But a space Jason Todd, which is even better. And because we have the end of the issue, she's like going in guns blazing, and she's like, and she actually brutally kills like two of the guards. She's like, they're down and out, but she's like, nah, double tap. Like, you're dead.
Well, she's like, I'm not a space cop. I'm not, I don't have to preserve life. That's not my job. And she goes, it makes me definitely want to read Omega Men now to see.
She's basically she's the 80s action vigilante version of a space Lanterns, I guess. But the big thing at the end is that she comes in, she gets the Night Pilot, and again, Baz throughout the issue is very, very concerned about Night Pilot. He wants to get to her.
And then you find out the Durlans are involved in the Shape Changers, and like they're being sent out as bait. So basically, they create this profile
Yeah.
It's just your needings, and then that's the last time anyone sees you.
Yeah, because Night Pilot went on a date with this one dude, and then he like kidnapped her, and because that's the thing, he's taunting Baz, he's like, how was it like to be fighting the guy who was picked over you? And,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff there, but she gets to Night Pilot, and Night Pilot's now under control of the Steed as well, and that's the big cliffhanger, and it's like, okay, well, Scraps just shoot her because she doesn't care. Or she
doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, or does she have enough honor? She's like, no, I'm not going to kill people. Just be mind controlled. Like, I have to.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if she's trying to kill her. I think it's fair game, right? Like, we don't know what we know.
Yeah, she might be. It's kill or be killed for all. Yeah,
it could be. Yeah,
so we'll see.
Which could raise some conflict with Baz and her. That could be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I will say, Jess's ring continues to be a delight.
Oh yeah, great.
With the naming of the saddle device.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's having some fun.
Yeah. The main control thing is just a saddle device, and the people are the horses. That was the other thing as well. Yeah, when Night Pilot's been spoken to by the steeds, like, some people are the riders and some people are the steed. And I was like,
it made me feel gross.
I know.
And that was I think the point of it. And again, that's why I love cult stories, just because you can make these people just be so nasty, and you get I don't want to say it's been up and down. It's mostly been up, but
I don't think it's hit the highs that the other book, the previous run did. I think it's been very consistent though.
Yeah, and I like what he's doing though with these characters, these worlds, and
I think it started stronger than the previous run. We'll see where he goes after a couple of years of books. But...
Yeah. It's been generally consistently good, other than like a couple of things here or there in the last arc. But. I don't outright love the book either. It's not like one of my favorites, but it's dependable.